Hello, East Feller friends. My students told me they tried a new restaurant. So I asked them, what was the food like? They said it tasted well. And I thought, how does food taste things? Let's talk about how to use well and good. I know these words can be confusing because they are synonyms, so they have similar meanings, but they can't always be used to replace each other. Let's take a look at some examples of how not to use well. First, we have the restaurant smells well. This doesn't make sense. Does the restaurant have a nose? No. Can you imagine if the restaurant could smell all the people as they walk in? Weird, right? Let's use good instead. This makes sense. The restaurant smells good because good describes what the restaurant smells like. Next, we have the security in this area is well. This makes sense, but doesn't mean what you probably think it does. This means the security in the area is healthy, which is good. It's good for people to be healthy, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the security will keep you safe. If we use good instead, that means the security will keep you safe. And we have the food tastes well. How? Food doesn't have a tongue. And can you imagine if as you ate food, it could taste the inside of your mouth? Ugh, I can't even think about it. Let's use good instead, because good describes what the food tastes like. Well describes the action of tasting. Why can't we use these words to replace each other? Let me explain. Good is an adjective. So it describes what something is like. Well is an adverb. See, they are different types of words. Well is an adverb, so it describes how somebody or something does something. It can also be an adjective, but it means healthy. Like in this example, the security in this area is well means they are healthy, not that they will keep you safe. Let's look at some examples of how you can use well. I am well. You can say this in response to the question, how are you? She did well on her test. She did a good job and got a good mark on the test. He can smell well. This is kind of a weird sentence, but you could say this if in the unusual case that he couldn't smell things, and so he had surgery to help him smell better, and his ability to smell things improved. And you can say he can smell well, but you probably wouldn't use this. And they did well in the competition. Those are some examples of how you can use well. If you are still confused, I have one more trick to help you know the difference and which one you should use. That trick is to replace well with another adverb. Let's look at an example. If we use terribly in this sentence. The security in this area is terribly. This doesn't make sense because we need another word after, like terribly bad or terribly slow, something like that. Or you can say the security in this area is doing their job terribly. So because I can't use terribly, I know that I can't use well either. I have to use good. That is how you can know whether you should use well or good. If you can think of other ways to use well and good, please write them in the comments below. I hope you had a well time watching this video. No, that's not right. I hope you had a good time watching this video. Yes. Remember, sharing is caring. Until next time.